Hoarding disorder. The basics of hoarding. So what is hoarding? People with hoarding disorder excessively save items that others may view as worthless. They have persistent difficulty getting rid of or parting with their possessions, leading to clutter that disrupts their ability to use their living or workspaces. Hoarding disorder occurs in about 2 to 6% of the population, and conditions range from mild to severe. Sometimes it may not even have much of an impact on your life, while other times it affects your daily routine. Most of the time, help is not given because it's unnoticed and undiagnosed. Signs and symptoms. Signs and symptoms include lasting problems with throwing out or giving away possessions, regardless of the actual value. These problems are due to a perceived need to save the items and distress linked with parting with them. These items fill, block, and clutter active living spaces to the extent that they can't be used. Hoarding disorder is more common in males and females, and more common among older adults. It's three times as many adults 55 to 94 years are affected by hoarding disorder compared to adults 34 to 44 years old. Neuropsychology and treatment. As far as we know, hoarding disorders hoarding disorder individuals exhibit dysfunction in the ACC or anterior cingulate cortex and associated frontal and medial areas. The dorsal ACC, with connections to medial prefrontal structures, is thought to be involved in decision-making, error monitoring, and reward-based learning. Genetics, brain functioning, and stressful life events are being studied as possible causes. The most common treatment is cognitive behavioral therapy, or specifically talk therapy and group therapy. Medications such as antidepressants called selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, or SSRIs, are used to treat others with disorders such as anxiety and depression that are often linked with the hoarding disorder. Currently, there is no FDA-approved drug to treat hoarding disorder, and the research still continues. This is our case study. So, Lainey was a 47-year-old single woman who was referred to a community mental health team for treatment of depression and anxiety. She said she had dated in college but had somehow been too busy in recent years. She was clearly in a down mood. She complained about poor concentration and problems getting organized. The mental health care provider noticed that Lainey's purse was filled with bills and other papers. When asked, she first shrugged it off, saying she carried all the items around in my office. But when asked again, Lainey admitted she had a hard time throwing away business papers, newspapers, and magazines for as long as she could remember. She felt that it had all started when her mom got rid of her toys when she was 12 years old. Now, many years later, Lainey's apartment had become filled with books, crafts, plastic packages, cardboard boxes, and all sorts of other things. She said she knew it was a little crazy, but these items could be handed over one day. She stated that many of the positions were beautiful, unique, and irreplaceable, and they had strong sentimental value to her. The thought of throwing out these items caused her great distress. Her kitchen was almost entirely full, so all she used was a mini fridge and a toaster oven that she had wedged between piles of paper in the hallway. She ate her meals in the only open chair, and at night she moved piles of papers from the bed onto the chair so she could sleep. Ashamed by her state of her apartment, she had told no one about her behavior and invited no one into her apartment for almost 15 years. She did not want the mental health care provider to visit her home, but instead showed her some photographs from her phone's camera. The pictures showed furniture, papers, boxes, and clothes piled from the floor to the ceiling. All of this resulted in work and living conditions that did not work, and she was diagnosed with hoarding disorder. Thank you.